Call the Alan Cox Show. 216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
It's there. Listen to the iHeartRadio app. Drop messages if you like. Guardians will finish that series against Detroit tonight. 7. What's going on there?
Is
that me?
No, it's the stupid camera that the FaceTime.
Okay.
And I can't mute it until he's already answered it. So I have to try and mute it as he's answering.
I see.
So it's a pretty cool system we have going on right now. I like it.
Guardians tonight. 7:10 is when that will start here on MMS. And then they will take tomorrow off and then start up for the weekend against the Chicago White Sox. Boy, what a weekend for me to be gone. The White Sox are in town. Ryan Dalton's throwing out the first pitch, for God's sake.
Big thing.
Steve Burns in town all weekend. He'll be sitting in here tomorrow.
Where are you going?
Up north.
Into the lake?
Middle of the lake.
Okay.
We're doing some what we call nautical spelunking.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to hang out with Gwen's friends in Michigan.
Northern Michigan.
How many furloughs away?
It's probably 500 phantoms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Now we're going up to Manistee.
Mm.
Yeah. On Pike Lake, I think. Up near Manistee, Michigan. Fife Lake.
Fife.
Fife.
Oh, Fife Lake.
Barney's
Like
there,
some
huh?
1776 type stuff. You went to Barney, I went to the instrument. You don't ever really hear about the fife anymore, do you, as an instrument?
Oh, it's making
I've
a huge
never
comeback.
heard of that.
You know how sea shanties were a thing on TikTok last year? Now it's fifes. Fifes are just tearing up the TikTok charts.
It's just a kind of flute. So how come, nobody ever refers to Lizzo as a fifist?
Because that's not the kind of flute that she's playing.
Oh, I see.
I think a fife is a much smaller, less dynamic flute.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh.
A recorder.
I mean, I think it's somewhere between a recorder and a kazoo, honestly.
Hmm.
Which I will learn to play by the end of the year.
You
you
keep
won't.
saying that you'll learn to play the kazoo. Well, Bill's been practicing. Here's him practicing in the break. That was him just this last break.
It
Mary,
wasn't.
practicing.
It wasn't.
Now he does it quickly, but he only knows that one little signature there. Anyway, Fife Lake is where we'll be. You know, we have a lot of bureau chiefs that listen on the iHeartRadio app, and because it is available throughout North America, that means that we have Canadian bureau chiefs. So we have Robin in Toronto. We have, we've got people. We've got Greg in Temagami, Ontario. We've got people in Hamilton. That's your eastern end of Canada, all the way to the west coast. We've got Ray out there in Vancouver. And part of the Vancouver metro area, by the way, is a town called Richmond. Richmond, British Columbia is where this goes down. Guy starts screaming at a woman, lest you think that we've cornered the market on ranting at people because they're not speaking the language we would like. Never mind that most people are slaughtering the English language who grew up learning it on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But this guy yeah.
Waiting for my place to jump in. Yeah.
This guy was berating women at the metro stop for not speaking English.
Where is she from? Where does she live? Well, you're in Canada.
A mundane and casual commute turning confrontational. At issue here is language and what's being spoken.
No, it is racist.
No, it's not.
No.
Why is it racist?
We have a freedom to speak in our own
No.
Last Thursday, Donna Damaso was heading.
It is funny to hear somebody go, well, you're in Canada now and you got to speak English. Wait till this guy finds out about Montreal, by the way.
Right, yeah.
Where if you're speaking English, they scream at you.
Yeah. You better speak English or French. You got two options. I don't see why you can't pick up one of the languages.
That's right. Quel dommage. She said she was heading to the Vancouver airport when this guy, they're Chinese, and they were trying to purchase tickets for the Sky Train, and they were speaking to each other in Mandarin. And the guy started asking where they're from. First of all, you're a dope. There are a lot of dialects in China. But if you go, where are you from? You can kind of infer generally where they're from. You know they're Asian. What do you care? Like they're going to go, oh, we're from the something region. Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Well, that's not. He
I don't
just
think he's worried
Yeah.
about that.
But that's what I'm saying. Why ask? Like, just keep walking.
because he's uncomfortable. He doesn't
Oh
like
my-
the idea.
But this is a guy like standing there. He's got like somebody was filming him but not getting the faces in because they didn't want him to notice. And he's wearing like bicycle gloves. So you're riding your bike somewhere and you stopped and now you're grilling this woman
I don't know
about
if he
where
was-
she's from.
I don't know if he was riding a bike. He could just be a guy that likes to wear bicycle gloves.
Oh, I see.
And then yells at people. He's a crazy person.
You're in Canada now.
Mm-hmm.
You better figure it out. The guy identifies himself as a lawyer.
Oh.
Now, that's probably made up too, because what, you know.
Yeah, I doubt he is a lawyer. He just identifies as a lawyer.
Maybe he is, though. Identifies. Ma'am, I'm a lawyer. He said, why do we have to bend over backwards? If you move to Japan, you learn Japanese. No, you don't. There's people who, my ex-wife lived in Japan for many
But
years and learned enough conversational Japanese, but still spoke English.
Right. But also, they weren't talking to him. They were talking to each other.
To each other.
So
How
they
is he
still
bending
they
over
know
backwards?
English.
Yeah.
The one you can hear the lady, she speaks English quite well, but he's like, but when you're talking to each other, speak in English. Because he's probably paranoid. He thinks they're always talking about him. It's like me.
You think that's what it
like
is?
me at the nail salon when I got
I was
my
just gonna say,
pedicure.
wasn't that you?
Yeah.
That you were all uncomfortable,
He
like
doesn't like that.
you shouldn't speak another language in front of people.
But he
That's
doesn't.
what this guy's
But
doing.
he doesn't berate them.
Yeah.
He just talks about it on air.
Right.
Well, yeah.
We
Listen,
got a lot of time to fill.
this is a free exchange of ideas. There might be some Asian people walking by on Euclid that hear and can offer us some expertise.
And I didn't even say that I don't like it. I just said I wouldn't like that if they were speaking another language to talk bad about me. I think that's unprofessional.
You want them to talk smack to you in English
In
to your
English.
face.
Yeah.
Duh.
Asian lady playing with my feet, telling me I'm
Oh,
awful.
boy.
You are a piece of garbage. What is piece of garbage
Now we're getting
in Mandarin?
somewhere.
Who knows? But I would like you to use that particular terminology with me.
That'd make the drawbridge go up.
Can you hang on for 2 minutes?
Just
I
hold
probably
on.
can't.
Just hold on to the railing
Mm-hmm.
very tightly. No, I don't think that. And again, not to belabor that whole point, that's where you and I part company. I wouldn't care if somebody was insulting me in their language.
Dude, I got my nails done. I got a pedicure yesterday, and there was this old woman came in, and you could hear her. The pedicure chairs are all the way in the back of the salon. And you could hear her when she walked in. Now, I don't know if maybe she's hard of hearing, but it sounded like she was being condescending.
This is an old, just white lady?
An old white lady.
Yeah, yeah.
She came in and she was like, I would like a pedicure. And I was like, they understand you. Like, it is like, it's
They do two things here, hands and feet.
Yeah.
right.
They know-
Those are the words they definitely know.
Right, they know
Yes.
manicure and they know pedicure. And so I was like, maybe she's just, because she had an old lady voice. So I was like, maybe she's just hard of hearing. And then they like walked her back. And the entire time she was being walked back, she was like spouting off instructions in that same tone. And she was like aggravated because she wanted her nails done first so her nails could dry before she did the pedicure. But they were trying to explain like, hey, we don't have someone to do your nails right now.
Right.
You have to get a pedicure. And she was getting increasingly frustrated because she thought they didn't understand her. But so she just kept using that tone. She kept just being like, no, nails, nails. And
they're like, yeah, we know
the
how to.
woman was like, the woman whose second language was English was struggling to explain to a native English speaker, no one can do that right now.
Patience, bitch.
I couldn't tell you a time that I've gone into one of those places because I'll get pedicures on the regular. I couldn't tell you a time I've gone into those places and no one speaks English.
Right.
That's never an issue. It might be broken, but again, that's a nail salon is the one place where even if they didn't speak any English, you could still conduct business. Point to your fingers or your feet. point to the menu.
Yeah, that's
If
it.
you had to do that.
Yeah.
Well,
go,
I mean,
"You
she
know what
was
you want,
pointing
give
to her
it-"
fingers. She just didn't understand
That there was no one available.
Right.
which they were saying to her in English.
They were saying to her in English that she has to do your pedicure first. But I think she was like, why can't she do my nails? But that lady's not a nail technician.
Right.
She's someone who does pedicures. You know, like not everyone does both.
Did they
type of thing.
treat her? Sometimes you can infer that the way they treat a person that they're a regular customer. Like, oh, here comes Edna.
Oh, I didn't
She's-
notice that.
okay.
I
Because
didn't notice
if
that.
they get frustrated, that's usually the vibe that you would give like a newbie
Yeah.
or a woman who just walked in.
Yeah.
But if they know her,
It
you know.
didn't seem, I mean, it didn't seem like they knew her. Everyone, both sides seemed a little confused. Like, I don't know, lady, there's no one, do you see? There's not an open desk. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know what to tell you.
Mhm.
I have my girl and I don't go to anybody else.
oh, you have one. So if she can't do it, you won't go.
I won't go.
Really?
So I haven't gotten a pedicure in over a month, and I usually get them every 2 weeks. And I haven't gotten one in a while because she was out of town. And I'm like, I'm not going to somebody else because I like the way that she does it.
But I mean, they all are working from the same playbook.
But
I mean,
they're not all working as hard. Like, she knows I sell pictures of my feet, and her and I have had the conversation where I'm like, yo, this has to be
then tell the
literally perfect.
Tell another person the same thing.
But I don't need to. I have her.
But not if you were waiting a month.
It didn't hurt business, but I wasn't able to sell as many because every new color is kind of a thing.
Do you have any people who want snaggle feet?
There is one guy
Yeah.
who prefers no polish, not
No,
necessarily
no, no. I mean,
snaggle.
like, hey, let your nails grow out.
They're all beat up.
Yeah.
and
I want
crooked.
some hobbit feet.
No,
and then take a
curling over
photo.
the toe.
No, I haven't had that.
Nothing
request.
like that?
Mm-mm.
All right. I mean, there's a place we go, but I don't care who does my feet.
See, I used
Don't
to be
care.
that way, more so about my nails than my toes. But my nails, it took me probably 2 years of trying different nail salons before I found this salon with this girl. And she does them perfect every time. She just does such a good job. And she's very meticulous. It takes a little bit longer, but they always look awesome. So it took me a while to find her. And then I'm like, screw it. If I can't get in with her, I'm not going.
Used to feel the same way about my barber, but he moved to Jordan, or he went to Jordan just to visit family for the first time in like 10 years. And then COVID happened, and I hope that he's okay, because every time I try to like contact him, nothing. So I used to be a hair snob.
He
and now-
What
Close
if
to
he
you.
didn't go to Jordan? He just
Yeah.
told Cody he doesn't live in America anymore.
No, he did. I pulled up past his barber shop, and I'm like, hey, lights are off. So I'm like, wow, I really like. I don't know if he.
But
came
you
back.
go. But you have another person. You've replaced him.
I don't. But no, I don't have a specific guy anymore. Now I'm like, I go by word of mouth. There's
You're
a
a
friend.
free agent.
Because
Yeah.
you've mentioned him before, but that was a while ago that he left. So
It's
obviously
like
you're
pre-COVID.
I thought
this
it was way
this
before
was
that.
After COVID.
Oh.
after COVID. I thought you've been talking about this guy for a while, having left.
What? No, the guy left
Oh.
before. He did leave before COVID. But then after COVID happened, when he was gone, and then he
I
never
see.
came.
I
Yeah,
see.
he was like
He didn't leave because of COVID.
No, he didn't
yeah.
leave because of COVID. He was visiting family. He was like, I don't know how long he said he was going to be gone, like 6 months to a year. I forget. But it just so happened that literally the time he was gone, a worldwide plague breaks out. And so he just, I don't know if he ever came back or he had
And you
issues
know,
coming
nobody
back.
needs haircuts when.
Well, actually, that's why they kidnapped the governor in Michigan. It's because nobody could get haircuts. So.
Yeah, I need my haircut.
Attempted.
But I don't know if
You
he
don't. The motion accuracy. They didn't pull it off. They were planning to do it. No, I don't care who does. I had the 2 weeks that I was home for my dad's funeral and all that kind of stuff. There was a day where just about everything was done, and I hadn't had that much free time. And I was driving past a nails place, and I just pulled in.
Mm-hmm.
But I got a manicure.
Ooh.
I don't often get manicures. I'll do my fingers myself.
Do you put the clear coat on? Or
Don't
you
do any
don't
coat.
Any?
Nope.
Okay.
It's just that the handful of times I've gotten manicures, I haven't been happy with them, and I wasn't happy with this one either.
That's why I
It
had to
just
find the
feels
girl.
weird. So I was like, now pedicure, I
Well,
wouldn't
you
have
had the-
cared because I'm
The
putting
party
them in.
nails back in the day, so nothing's ever going to live up to that when
Nothing's
you
gonna
had
live
your
up to the
purple
party nail.
nails.
That's true. But yeah, but I hadn't had one in a long time, and I probably won't get another one in a long time. But the whole like yelling at somebody because they aren't saying it the way I don't know. I don't get that.
I had
But
my
she wasn't
phone at
even
the ready.
yelling.
I was ready for her to throw a slur or something. And I had my phone. I didn't start recording her yet, but I was like, this is gonna escalate.
Throw a slur.
She's gonna kick her in the face or something or what?
Oh, she was getting that upset though?
She was just getting frustrated because she kept pointing to her nails, saying that she wanted her nails done. And they were like, we don't know how else to tell you that we can do your nails after your toes in a half hour.
But
when
they were
your feet are
talking to
done.
her in English.
They were talking to her in English. Finally, she was just like, fine, whatever.
They're like,
I don't know
ma'am,
why I did the Cody voice.
do you understand English?
Right.
Also, like her whole process, her thinking was so her nails could dry. But don't they have really good technology now for drying your nails?
Not really. If you just get regular polish, regular old nail polish dries the same amount of time. They have little fans that you can put
I
your
thought
Yeah,
there was
little
like-
finger fans.
But I thought they had the lights. That
That's
would, like,
gel nail
okay,
polish.
That's the gel nail.
So you have to get gel nail polish in order to get that. I don't know what she was getting.
Yeah, Bill.
That's just what I was asking.
Or shellac, whatever this is.
Shellac.
Shellac.
Yeah.
Could I get the hot, the hot pink shellac?
Being a girl is so expensive.
It really is.
And you can't just be
Doesn't
lazy.
have to be.
You have to shave your private parts. You have to shave your legs.
Well, you don't have to do
You
anything.
don't
But you
have to do
better.
anything. Yeah, that's right.
I have a girlfriend of mine who is all natural, everything. She doesn't shave. She doesn't use soap.
I bet she's gross.
Okay, what?
She just rinses her body. She works on a farm too. She lives and works on a farm.
Okay,
gross.
so nobody's going to smell her because it smells like livestock.
No.
You
A
can live-
vegetable and fruit farm. Not they don't have
You
animals.
smell like rotten cucumbers or something.
Yeah, she's just very.
She's trying to
She's
be
got a
down
man.
with the environment, and
Yes,
she's
minimalist
part of
and-
the land. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with washing your body. I mean,
Yeah. And she just doesn't. She might. I think she might have a bar of soap, but she doesn't use deodorant. She doesn't shave her legs. She doesn't do anything
Her
like that.
husband loves it.
Loves it.
I assume
Girlfriend?
he's like the
Oh.
same thing.
He's a farmer too. Like it's his farm that she moved into the farm and became a farmer with him.
Oh God, there is
They
somebody
bake their own
for
bread and
everybody.
stuff. It's wild.
listen,
dude.
if you're going to
Well,
go all
she's baking
in,
bread, all right.
Oh
on.
God.
yeah, a lot of yeast,
Very sweet.
yeast on the farm. Well, you'd have to be.
She's like one of
If
the
you
best
don't-
people I know.
Yeah, you have to be.
seriously.
If you don't shower, you have to be super nice. You have to be a great person.
Yeah, if you're like, no, soap's bad.
I mean, listen.
Well,
from
she
the,
wants to be all like paraben free, like all the chemicals and stuff. She doesn't.
I
she eats
get-
the food that she grows.
Yes,
You know, like
I get the chemical part of the soap, but though usually somebody like that has a substitute.
they might. They
Okay.
might. Honestly, they might make it themselves. I don't know, but
All right.
Yeah.
Armpits,
natural.
beehole, crotch,
None of
teeth.
it.
It's all you got to worry about.
Oh, I was like, she doesn't shave any of that. Not her teeth.
No, not
nothing.
shave.
She doesn't shave her teeth. Now I'm really
You would
disgusted.
not believe she doesn't shave her teeth.
How
She
hairy
just,
her mouth is.
Gets them, lets them grow out. Oh boy! And poor Mary is over here doing her nails, doing her feet, trying to make sure that when her boyfriend comes home with the calipers, that she
Yeah.
hasn't gained too much weight. She's showering left and right.
Getting Brazilian.
Oh my God!
She
You
can-
want to talk about alternate universes?
She came over to my house the one time. It was the first time I had my girlfriends over when I moved in with my boyfriend, and I had gotten a Brazilian that day. And you're supposed to wear loose fitting clothing just so it doesn't irritate.
Yep.
And I texted them and I was like, hey, I'm wearing sweatpants tonight. Don't feel the need to wear anything cute or whatever. You guys can dress however you want. I got a Brazilian. And she comes over. She's the first person to ask. She goes, so you got a Brazilian today? I was like, I knew you were going to say something. You'd be like, oh, no, there's supposed to be hair there. She goes, I like jumped all over her like she was judging me
She
for
wasn't
getting
gonna be
waxed.
preachy?
No, she was like, I was just wondering if you had an event coming up. Like if you were going on vacation
You're
or something.
projecting onto her.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, sorry. I didn't
Well,
mean-
the beauty of that is if she doesn't shave at all, then essentially
Not to
her
pull from.
essentially what's happening in the middle is just going to grow into what's happening on the legs, and then it's all one big thing. And then she's walking around in like her own hula skirt.
Yeah.
That's a good
She
time.
braids it.
Yeah.
There's beads in it.
Oh, that's lovely. Look at that, multicolored. All right, I got to take a break. If you want to get the last word in, shoot me a text 35192. Your Guardians Live is going to start up shortly, and then they're going to finish that series tonight, right around the corner. Against the Tigers tonight at 7:10 on MMS.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio app and your favorite smart device. Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show.
On iHeartRadio.
Get ready to win your way into our 2022 iHeartRadio Music Festival. The same festival where Prince joined Mary J. Blige and Sting joined Lady Gaga.